Alright guys, today we are going to put a radiator fan in 2002 Jeep Grand Cherokee. I think these are 99 through 2004. I'll look it up and put it in there in the description. So the radiator fan is connected to this shroud. There's some bolts. There's down the very bottom, there's 10 millimeters. There's 10 millimeters here, both sides. Easiest way to do this, you can do it through the bottom too, but the easiest way honestly is from the top. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 10 millimeter bolts, and 1, 2, 3, 4 10 millimeter teeth, or not 10 millimeter, T30 torque bolts. We're going to take those 8 out first. I got the fan off Amazon. It's the 1-800 radiators one or whatever. I'll put it in the description below. You just click the link. They're not bad at all. They're pretty cheap. There it is. I'll put it in the description below for you. Garbage. And then we just kind of pull this forward a little bit and this backwards and out. Oh wait, no, actually we got 2 more nuts here. We got to get this latch out of the way first. A 1/2 inch or a 13 millimeter. Wait a minute, sorry. There's a 10 millimeter here and 10 millimeter here on these brackets. It's just right inside. Pop them out. All right, and usually there's a tube that goes right here to here that has like a Christmas tree clip that goes in there that you just pop out, and then you pop the tube out of there. This one doesn't have it. We can move this now so that we can get to the bolts. Watch out real quick. There's the bolts at the bottom that go into an angle frame. They're right here, right there. So you move this back and now you can get to it with a socket. So you're going to get those 2 10 millimeters, get those out. The bottom ones are easier to get to with the universal joint. Done getting the bottoms, there's top ones as well. Right there, 10 millimeters. We're basically taking this shroud off. Another one up here, right there. Just taking this, we're getting the shroud off. All right, so remove the hose, get it out of the way. This will actually come off, and we can work it up out of this and get this out. We may even have to unplug this hose, just get it out of the way. And then we can pull this back and we can pull this straight up out. There is a plug on the bottom, but this guy, previous owner, has hacked this, so we're gonna unplug it the way he's got it and then pull this thing straight out. So it comes straight on out of there. It's like that. I'm gonna have to do something about the plugs. Then we're gonna go ahead and pop these 3 10 millimeters out. Normally you would just take this fan and bolt it back to the shroud, slide it in, and then plug the plugs in, but the previous owner of this Jeep hacked it, so I'm gonna hack it. But I'm gonna do it the right way. I'm gonna use non-insulated butt connectors. I'm gonna solder them in place and then shrink wrap them, together, so it'll be weatherproof and never have a corrosion issue. So we're gonna go ahead and cut these wires, unfortunately. This one. This should just pop right out of there. Yeah, that sucks too, huh? All right. I'm gonna get a razor blade, cut off a little extra of this, give me a little space on this to work. Now I'm gonna splice these wires. Strip the wires. I mean, like that. I'm gonna go ahead and twist them. And take these blue non-insulated butt connectors. I'm going to put them down on there and crimp it. Get my soldering iron heated up. It's a real thin flux core solder. So we're going to basically hold the soldering torch to here and get that real. And then as you're heating it up, you hold the solder to the wire itself, like this, and you see it sucks it right in. It'll suck it right in there and solder the wire right to it. It just takes a while to heat it up. And I'm going to go ahead and do this one as well. I'm just going to hold the soldering gun to this part of the wire. Get it as close to the copper, to the edge as you can, like that. You just hold it there until it heats up, and then you stick the solder to it and it'll suck it in. I'm going to go ahead and bolt this to the shroud, and then we're going to drop it in partially, and I gotta solder these to the other side of the wires, but we'll put heat shrink tube on them, and then solder this side, and then slide the heat shrink tube over the frickin' soldered parts, and then heat shrink them on. That way it's all nice and sealed and protected. Oh, lost one of the clips. No, what the fuck was that? Alright, I'll find it. See what the heck it was. Clip, clip, clip. Look at all the clips. What could it have been? Oh, washer. Yeah, I think one of these was a small one, had a washer in it. Alright, I'll find it. Alright, you take that off. New one back in. Just sets right down in place. Like so. Make sure my wires are shoved down through there. They're easy to get to. I think I'm going to undo this zip tie right here so I can use a zip tie on that one so I can get to my wires easier, and then I'll re-zip tie it, but bolt it back into place. Looks like it was rubbing something, but I don't see anything red that it could have been rubbing down in here. It's weird, huh? Alright. Go ahead and start sliding it right back in. You got to work it around your hoses and whatever. Just get it back in place. At this point, we'll just re-bolt everything back in place and plug it in. Unfortunately for me, I got to cut these wires and splice them. In case any of you are wondering, the green is positive. The white with the black line is negative. I checked with my multimeter. So after I soldered it in. I don't know if you can see it down there. I shrunk the shrink wrap with, I took the end of my solder gun out and just torched it and shrunk it up. Now I shouldn't have a problem with this thing at all. We're gonna go ahead and bolt up everything. There's the four bolts to hold the shroud on. One here, one down there, one up here, and one down bottom as well. Alright, now we've gotten all these 4 bolts in, holding this shroud in place. We're going to do the 2 long bolts. It's like these guys right here. These 2 guys in this side right here, and in the other side to hold the radiator. These are basically, this is the support bracket. It's going to hold that radiator in place. Now we're going to go ahead and put this piece on. It's going to again flip it up in here. We got to get it underneath this guy. Got to get underneath that. We got to get underneath this first too. Work your way over. You're gonna have to get it out from under that first, and then just get this side in. There we go. All right, hold on first. You got it, dude?
Move this out of the way.
This slides back. That slides forward. There you go. That's in. This is under here. Just pull this back. Push this, put that thing forward a little bit. There you go, down. And then that one broke off. These tabs, some of these tabs will be broken off. It's not a huge deal. You just got to get them in right. Got to get the brackets lined back up in. Oh, it's in there. So I would suggest tightening these on first.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and get this on first and tighten the two nuts on for that. This latch is adjustable, so you're just gonna want to find your dirt marks where it was. Here, let me see if I can focus in here with a flashlight on. Just gonna want to line up your dirt marks to where it was before, and then tighten it down. And that should be about right where you want to be. Doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and route my hose back, stab it back in place for the overflow. And we're going to go ahead and put our 4 10mm in, 2 on this side, get them all started first, and 1 there, and then get these 2 over here started in. And then go ahead and tighten those down. Always tighten those down. I'm going to go ahead and put these T30, torque 30 bolts in. We'll kind of hold the lights and stuff in place. There's 1 there, 1 here. This tab is broken. I'm going to just set it in there anyways. So it's T30 in. T30 in. And tighten them all down. And that's it, guys. That's how you replace the fan. There's a few extra steps that hopefully you guys don't have to do. If this helped you out in any way, shape, or form, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. The fan I'll put in the description below. If you want to do any advertising through my channel, message me. Peace.